So we are just at the butt end of the heat and humidity dome that we've been under here in Ohio. And I want to show you guys some of the heat damage that happened in my garden. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Sierra and I am behind the Thrifted Planter account here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on all of those platforms in various degrees, but Facebook and YouTube are my main platforms that I post a lot more on. So anyways, I garden in Ohio, zone 6A. Now let's check out the heat damage in my garden. So starting in this bed next to my screened-in porch, I can tell my hosta here suffered some heat damage. This is Sunburn. So when I tell you guys, obviously this could not really be avoided, but when I suggest to you guys to transition your plants outside before actually leaving them out 24 hours a day. So when you're bringing out something new, or you're bringing out house plants, or you're bringing out your seedlings, you want to transition them into the sun that they're going to be in. Well, in this case, this is, natural occurring weather type of things. This doesn't always happen to us. So, and this plant has already been outside for years and it got sunburned. Now, in a normal summer days, this does not happen. This is just extenuating circumstances. So, burn. Then this heuchera got burned as well, as you can see. And then we're gonna move down and we've got another hosta that suffered sunburn. Let's see down here. I've got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, we see a little bit of sun damage on that heuchera or hosta right there. The heuchera next to it actually has a little bit of sun damage on it too. And this one as well. If you guys have watched my videos, you might remember, I think it was last month, early May, that we had hail come through that just, shredded the leaves. So we're like trying to bounce back from that. And then now we've got heat damage everywhere, which is insane to me. All right, I think that's it on this bed. I have a beloved hosta that just fried up like chicken, and I want to show you guys. It looks so bad. Oh, this banana got hit with the sun damage also. It'll bounce back. It's constantly, all these plants will do fine. They're always putting out new foliage. We'll still have the damaged foliage until we get new leaves. And then as long as there's so you see how it's burnt here. This burnt area is no longer creating food for the plant, but this area still is. So we're gonna keep this until this leaf fully dies back. Then we'll cut it off because we want to save all of this surface area for the plant to make food for itself. Now we do have some nice leaves on here, but there's no reason to cut this off just yet. Hi girls. Hi girls. Hi. They're not used to me coming outside and not speaking to them. I always tell them good morning and ask them how's it going. Hi babies. Yeah. Are you gonna be good today? No? I figured. Okay, so let me show you this hosta. Look at this thing. Beautiful right here. So this hosta suffered a lot of sun damage. On the top, you can see the leaf curl. You can see the areas that are turning yellowy white. There's nothing really I could do. There's no way I can cover my entire garden with a shade cloth. It just is what it is. This hosta also got hit with hail damage as well a few months ago. So you see those torn leaves, and it was bouncy back. It had a lot of new growth, and you could hardly see the hail damage. And now we've got we've got Sunburn on top of that now. So I changed position so you can really see the damage done to this hosta. This is one of my favorites and one of my biggest hostas. It's gorgeous. It is going to be a huge eyesore, but I mean, this is gardening. This is the kind of things that you deal with. I can already see new leaves in the center here that are already making their way up that aren't burned. So it'll recover. It'll still keep growing. It'll still keep flowering. It's just got some ugly leaves. So let's look around further. There was a lot of things. I mean, most everything is fine, but there's just some things that, you know, got burned really badly, and that hosta was one of them. So let me come up here and just take a look. See, I had in my mind like, okay, I saw that one, I'm gonna show them this and that, and then I come outside and completely forget. This one got a little burned here, and I don't know if this is burn or if this might even be a pest thing, because look how spotty. I'm gonna say that it's burn because it wasn't like that before. We got a little burn on this big hosta here. Now this hosta I call big because it's wide, not necessarily that it has big leaves on it, but you see the burn. Let me try to back this or zoom out a bit. Hang on. There, now you get a better view of this huge wide hosta that I keep forgetting to divide in the spring. Maybe this fall I will. All right, so let's turn hydrangea over here. This is the Invincible Sublime from Proven Winners. Got burned, some of the leaves, but it's still gorgeous. The blooms held on. They look amazing. I've got 3 of them planted right here. 1, 2, 3. This one looks like it's flopping. I'm not sure why. These, what is this? Borage. The borage is flopping also. I wonder if we might have gotten some heavy rain last night. That's the only heavy rains and some wind. That's usually when things start to flop, like my yarrow flopped. And you know, this right here flopped. The hydrangeas flopped. My elderberry is humongous. Oh my gosh, look at that branch all the way up there. I didn't even see that one. That, I need to do something about that. That is incredibly tall. All right, so let's head down to go on the damage tour. Oh, really? And that little bird just going off. They're so loud. All right. I've got a big hosta here that suffered some hail damage, but it looks like it's okay from the heat damage, which is great. Alright, so I know for a fact that this elephant ear suffered some sun damage. Let me get that clearer so you see that. And then everything back here stays mostly in shade. So there wasn't any damage back here, thankfully. There you go, sharpen that. So yeah, all the things back here, no damage because they're in shade. And then let's walk this way. I gotta see. This dahlia that I've been forgetting to plant suffered some damage This all died back on that end right here. And then we've got some small things in containers. So in this, we got some damage here. This is columbine, and it's been okay out here in this area all, you know, season. And then the heat comes and everything's a little burnt up and crispy. Yeah, we definitely got some rain because my hydrangeas are like leaning over. Got something heavy, you know, poured on them. That's usually either it's the blooms are getting too heavy, or it's rain, or it's wind that typically blows them over. And these are the Incredible hydrangeas. They're gorgeous. We'll walk down here just a second. For just a second. Goes the side yard or side garden. I really need to get in here and do some work. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here that is okay, but there's a lot of stuff in this back area that I just want out. Lots of vines and things like ivy, and then there's like 3 different kinds of vines. There's ivy, and then there's 2 others I have not identified that I want kind of gone from there. They won't. Oh, and a grapevine, 4 vines now. But they're things that won't ever be gone, but they can be managed with pulling. So I need to get in there and do that. And I kind of clean this bed up a bit. Oh, let's look at this lace cap hydrangea right here. Gorgeous. This one is a Proven Winners hydrangea. Gorgeous bloom. Oh, this hosta has got some sun damage on it too. Yep, quite a bit. Back there and over there. Yeah, I need to go through here. I got a lot of weeds in my path, which should be stone, so I need to get back here and do some work. Probably take out these hostas too, because it's very crampy back here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 right there, and they're all big, and they're all trying to fit in this small space. And I've got this Incredible here, and then there's another hydrangea right there, and then we got this hydrangea. So it's very squashed right here. I need to do some work there. So that's it for the burn tour. Let me know if you guys suffered any damage in your garden as well. There's not much you can really do besides, you know, if you have the ability to like shade your plants, sorry, a big old bee flew by me. Definitely cover them if you can. If not, you just kind of make sure that they stay watered. Cut off any damage that you don't particularly like. I mean, nobody likes damage, but you know, cut off anything that is severely damaged. If it's got a lot of green still on it, just leave it. It's still making food for the plant. And the way I think about it is like, my garden, this is my garden. It's not a show garden. It's not a garden that people pay or people come by to see. You know, it's mine. So leaving, you know, some damaged leaves, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It will benefit the plant more to keep the leaves than to take off the leaves because of a little bit of damage on them. So that's the way I think about it. But in your garden, you get the beauty of doing exactly what you want to do. So yeah. All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next video. Bye.